one day. India, England, Australia. For a plucky big three-side slayer. What a player. What a player. What a player. Discussing zinger bells and white balls to hells. Bagging greens for long from New South Wales. Is the RPL heaven or hell? Will the 100 fail or do quite well? What a player! What a player! What a player!
A masterclass from Williamson has ensured that New Zealand has more than a fighting chance of beating their neighbours to win their first World Cup trophy in limited overs cricket. This is Waterplay Concussion Sub, where we are doing a mid-innings review of the ongoing World Cup T20 final. I have Suman with me after a long flight from India back to the US. No sleep, nothing, but here you go.
Welcome back. Welcome back. 173 is not a bad total by New Zealand. I think pressure on Australia, especially finals game. Stark clearly looks like he had a bad day. And with Kane Williamson in that kind of form, I mean, you have to give it up to the guy.
Absolutely. There were 57 runs after 10 overs, and then Williamson decided to just tee off. Although he was a bit lucky, had few edges flying around, catch dropped, but he took a liking to Stark's bowling, who went for 60 runs in 4 overs. Compare that to Josh Hazelwood, who only went for 16 runs and picked up 3 wickets to pretty much keep Australia in the game. Otherwise, another 3 or 4 overs of Williamson could have almost meant maybe 200. But looking at the history of the tournament, Suman, all the teams chasing by and large have won. 173 seems to be like a middling total.
It is a challenging total. I mean, power play will be crucial. It'll all depend on Finch and Warner as to how they get off. Finch has been in rough form, and Warner is peaking at the right minute. But if those two click, I think this total will look like a mockery. But it all depends on the power play in terms of first 6 overs, what happens.
Yeah, both the teams haven't won the T20 World Cup at all. Australia obviously are the 5 times champion of the 50-over World Cup. So this will be a massive challenge for them to go past the score. And always we think that batting first, if you have the runs on the board, you can add 5-10 runs here and there. And if New Zealand field well, I think they've got more than a fair chance. So.
Absolutely. This is New Zealand, 60-40 New Zealand right now. But again, like I said, I think the start will be crucial. We can see the second innings has already started. Hopefully, Australia are like 50 for no loss by the power play, and game should be over by 15th over after.
A word on tactics. So Stark obviously was not having a good day, but it almost felt like Finch did not have another option. He did not trust, obviously, Mitchell Marsh or even Glenn Maxwell, for that matter, go through and bowl more overs. He kept going back to Stark because he sort of trusted in his ability, although he was having a really rough day.
Yeah, I saw the score. I think Stark got tonked for like 25 plus runs in an over by Kane Williamson. One, the class of Kane in front of him. I mean, what can you do? And second, look, Stark is a proven bowler. I mean, one off day, giving him 4 overs was justified. I think Maxwell squeezed in a couple of overs, if I'm not wrong, if I look at the scorecard. But going back to Stark, Finch had no choice because he had options of Mitchell Marsh, but look at Mitchell Marsh's record versus Mitchell Stark's record. So, hoping that one bad over could have turned around. But yeah, 55 runs in 4 overs. Thankfully, Josh Hazelwood evened it off with outstanding spells.
One trend which we are seeing, Suman, in this World Cup is, unlike in some of the leagues or most of the leagues around the world, power play seems to be the time where teams would go out, get 60 runs, 50 runs at least in the first 6 overs. But you look at first semi-final, second semi-final, even today, the first 10 overs, it was more like trying to keep the wickets in hand and then teeing off in the last 10. Is it more good bowling, or just tactically teams are more concerned that if they lose wickets in the first 10, like India did in a couple of games, they wouldn't have any chance of getting back?
Yeah, it is more to do with tactics. Today, if you see Glenn Phillips, I think he costed New Zealand 15 runs. If he would have played a little more faster than he did, he was striking at what, 105. I think he costed them a score between 190 and 173, unfortunately. But time will tell if that is good enough. But it is tactics. Kane Williamson also got out at the wrong moment. I think that shot didn't come off. Otherwise, if he would have played till 20th over, this was 190 plus score.
Yeah, first over is done. I see one run on the board. Finch has had a little scare. It was similar delivery from Bolt, which Shaheen Shah Afridi had got him out for. But yeah, should be an absolutely cracking run chase. I do see on the in the crowd most of the Indians and Pakistanis had hoped that their teams would come through and bought the tickets. So it is quite a mixed crowd. You don't see the atmosphere that you had for the Pakistan game, because that was just a sea of green.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're absolutely right. Even I was looking at when they release the tickets to book the finals first, irrespective of who comes. So yeah, you will see Indians sparking on the ticket show, but Dubai is mostly Asians, right? And we could see Aussies traveling, and also with COVID reasons, probably the fan population did not take a chance to go in because Australia rules are still not relaxed on travel. So yeah, little support, and hopefully they are all up in New Zealand and Australia right now and watching and cheering their teams.
Absolutely. What a good or bad Monday morning it could be. Like if you're up there through the night, 1:30, 2:30, trying to see whether your team's going to make it or not. And then the elation or the disappointment that could either make or break your week.
Absolutely, Monday morning. Most of them must be planning to call sick, irrespective of the result, because whether they win or lose, both countries are known for drinking. So it'll be long night.
Excellent. Last call. Who's winning this? Obviously, you will say it's Australia, but you getting having chance to New Zealand?
Yeah, I think New Zealand is 60-40 in this, but I would still feel that Aussies will chase this down by end of over, and hopefully you will get the super over.
That's what I'm hoping for. Does look like Warner will be the key, because Finch has been a bit out of form. Warner's just hit a boundary as well. But yeah, we will be back post match, and if there's a Super Over, we'll watch the Super Over along with you guys. So
Absolutely.
do join us back for the post match review, Suman. Thank you very much, and we'll speak to you later.
See you later, guys.